Have you ever wondered why some men succeed and others keep hitting walls? It's not luck. It's these 8 habits that men learn way too late. Don't be one of them. When I was younger, I thought hard work was all you needed to succeed. But every time I hit a new milestone, I found myself feeling stuck again, like I was running the same race or climbing the same hill that I once had climbed. But once I started to change my habits, I realized that I was able to cultivate better relationships, build higher income, and learn new skills. And today I'm going to share those habits with you guys. Take responsibility for your actions. You might think to yourself, I already take responsibility for my action. But here's the truth. Most men like to shift the blame onto other people. And I used to do it too. You can't blame the government for where you are. You can't blame the president for where you are. You can't blame friends around you for where you are. The choices that you make every single day will shape your reality. And I'll give you guys an example with a story. So a couple years back, I was in the car with one of my homeboys. And I saw these girls pass by. He spotted them too. And they were trying to race. Like they were revving their engine. And he was like, I bet you won't hit it. And man, I'm like, I can't let no girls dust me. You feel me? So like, your boy was like, you know what I'm saying? I took off. I was gone, bro. I was going about 103. Police. Whoop, 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 whoop. Mind you, this is the first time I ever got pulled over in my life. So I'm like, I'm not finna run for the cops. I stop on the side of the road. He pulls up. He's like, man. He's like, what got you in a hurry tonight? I'm like, yo, just got into a race, blah, blah, blah. But let me get to the point. So essentially, cop let me off with a warning, but told me, hey, you might lose your license in the process. Now, this was tricky because I just quit my job because I just recently had applied for a new car. It's about to get a new car to do Uber full time, and I quit my job to do that. So, about a week later, lost my license, just got the new car, and I was dead out of luck. I'm like, damn, I got this car note that I gotta pay. How am I gonna do it? So I looked at that friend essentially, and I'm like, yo, if you wasn't in that car and you didn't tell me to hit the gas, I wouldn't be where I am today. But that's not the thing. That's not the thing I should have been worried about. I actually should have been worried about why I decided as a grown man at the time, I was 19, to hit the gas, right? I should have been worried about that. It was not his fault. Even though he could have gave me better advice as a friend, it wasn't his fault. It was mine. I need to take this responsibility for that action. And ultimately, I wouldn't have even been in that situation if I had just used my sense, my knowledge. But taking responsibility is just the start. This next habit can completely change the way others look at you. Keeping promises to yourself. Here's the hard truth, guys. If you can't trust yourself or you can't believe in the words that you're telling yourself, nobody else will. A couple years ago, I had set up my mind for a New Year's resolution. I was gonna read 10 minutes, I was gonna work out, I was gonna create content, and I stuck to that goal for the first week. But in the week after, I started hitting the snooze button. I reverted right back to my old self. Until one given day, I decided to start taking myself seriously, and I stuck to that gym regime. I transformed my body completely, and I proved to others, and I proved to myself, most importantly, that I could do it, right? Start small with your habits and stay consistent, because those small and consistent actions build confidence, they build charisma, they build courage, and it applies to everything else. People look at you differently, like, wow, I never knew he had that in him. But even discipline can fail without this third habit, and this one really separates the boys from the men. Mastering emotional control. Listen up, guys. Men often lose everything because of the lack of emotional control that they have. And I knew a guy that went by the name of Chris. Now, Chris was a guy that was on a great path. He had a great job. He had a great girlfriend. He even had family members that loved him. But when Chris got angry, everything flew out the window. He lost his job. He lost his girlfriend. He even had family members look at him in a weird and awkward light. Now, that was all up until one day that Chris decided to take a deep breath and start learning how to control his anger. Guys, when you're able to control the storm, you're able to power through anything in life, anything that life throws you. You need to learn emotional constraints and emotional control. Strong emotions don't make you guys weak. Everyone has strong emotions. Learning how to control them, though, is what makes you strong, is what makes you powerful. When you learn how to control your emotions, pause before reacting. That's the beauty in it. Learn how to pause. take a deep breath and just take a step back, because sometimes that's all you need. But what good is emotional control if you're still surrounded by people that hinder your growth? This next habit can make or break your future. Choosing the right circle. In my early 20s, I was surrounded by people that wanted to be involved in street life, gang banging, drug dealing, robbing and all that stuff. And I had to make a critical decision. Am I gonna stay around these people and get involved in things that I don't need to be involved in? Or am I gonna take the better route in my life and have to make the sacrifices that no one else is willing to make at that age? I ended up making a sacrifice. I ended up separating myself from those individuals, and my life did better off. Those friends either went on to jail, some of them passed away, sadly. My condolences once again. Or even worse. But when you choose the right individuals to stay around, and when you choose to just separate yourself from certain situations, you'll find yourself getting out of a lot of situations that would have turned really bad for you. Your circle can either push you forward or hold you backwards. But even the best of friends can't fix this one crucial problem: your mindset about failure. Guys, you guys got to learn how to embrace failure. Check it out. When I started my first business, I failed. It didn't feel good. I wanted to quit, but instead of quitting, I had to take a step back and analyze the entire situation. That failure taught me a valuable lesson. It taught me what not to do. So I tried again, and I fell on my face a couple more times, right? Like we all do. But I got back up, realized I still had life in me. I tried again. I kept learning from each failure until I got that winning product. Failure propels you forward. And instead of looking at it as a weakness or something to be embarrassed by, look at it as a tool that's going to guide you through the rocky roads there. But while failure teaches lessons, one habit ensures that you never stop improving. Habit number 6, invest in yourself. Books, courses, mentors. Guys, I want you guys to understand that these aren't expenses, they're investments. And back when I was 20, I remember I spent my last $750 on a course. At that time, it was pretty risky. I had to pay my bills. I had things that were coming. But that $750 helped me learn a lot more knowledge that helped me triple my income. And that's one thing that we need to understand, that certain knowledge is worth the price tag, because you're investing in yourself. And you're gonna make that money back if you take actions towards that goal. But what if, while in this process, you still experience burnout? That's where step 7 comes in. Habit 7. Your health is wealth. Guys, you can have it all and you can have it figured out, but if your health is trash, things might go wrong. Things might just go left. I had a mentor that was pretty successful guy in a lot of different areas besides his health. And one day, from exhaustion, he collapsed. And it took him weeks to recover. And the one key thing that he told me that I took in was that you have to prioritize your health. You have to eat right. You have to exercise. You have to stretch, because your health truly is your wealth. And the healthier you are, the more you're able to do. So prioritize at least 1 hour a day to focus on your health, focus on your well-being, because those things really do matter in the long run. This final step ties everything together. Practicing gratitude. Every single day you wake up, I want you guys to be thankful for everything that you have in front of you. I want you to be thankful for your legs, your arms, your eyes, your ears, your sense of smell, your body, who you are, where you live, your country, the sun, the environment. Guys, even if it's not all good, there's still a lot to be thankful for. You woke up today, you're breathing, you're happy, you have a family. Even if you don't, right? You still woke up today at the end of the day. And your individual story is what makes you special. So be grateful for it. And never let anyone tell you that you're not enough or what you have isn't enough. Only you can tell yourself that. So wake up feeling grateful. Go to bed feeling grateful. And most importantly, thank God.